So we have camped at Portesham Dairy Farm, which is about a mile that way, and we're walking into Abbotsbury. We're not quite sure if we're going the right way or not because I can't get my phone to work, but we think we're going in the right direction. This is an old railway cutting, and I have to say it is absolutely freezing today. Even Roger's got a hat and gloves on.
It is freezing. So we've been back from Thailand for 10 days, so we thought it's about time we had another holiday.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're only here for 3 nights, aren't we?
Yeah. It's meant to be quite nice weather, but the weather at the moment is not very nice. It's very grey and it's, not very pleasant at all. But hopefully tomorrow might be a bit brighter and we can go off on our bikes. We're hoping to go to Portland Castle tomorrow. So we'll just have to see, won't we? Because it's too cold to cycle at the moment, that's for sure.
It's freezing.
Call it off, let it go.
So this is Portesham Dairy Farm campsite, and today we're going to cycle to Weymouth and then on to Portland, where we're hoping to go to Portland Castle. We say hoping because it is so cold. We don't know how far we're going to get, but we're certainly going to give it a try.
Portland Castle this time of year is only open on a Saturday and Sunday, and today is Sunday, so we thought we needed to go today.
Definitely. So that's what we're going to aim to do. It's about 10 miles to Portland Castle, so hopefully we won't freeze on the way. So we made it to Portland Castle, about 11.5 miles on my bike pedometry thing that it showed. It was quite mostly off-road, which was quite nice.
Yes, cycle paths everywhere.
Mostly cycle
really
paths, which was really good. First couple of miles on a busy-ish main road, and it was quite hilly as well, wasn't it, that first couple of miles? But it was fine. And we've made it to Portland Castle. It's not actually a castle, it's actually a gun fort, we've just found out. So we're going to find out a little bit more about it. The weather is beautiful, but it's a very chilly wind again.
It is lovely blue sky today, actually, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I have to say the route here wasn't exactly flat. I
No.
think it's fair to say.
No, but we've still got 80% left on our batteries on our bike, so hopefully we'll be all right on the way back. So we are now in the kitchen of Portland Castle. I forgot where we were for a minute. And we've just been hearing a few bits and pieces on our audio guides, and they were saying that the walls are 14 foot thick. That's 4 metres thick. And that was basically to stop cannonballs from getting in. And also when you came in, there was a very zigzag entrance, and that was to stop people being able to shoot at people inside. So the bullets would have kind of hit the wall rather than coming into the castle. But this castle wasn't a castle, it was a gun fort. There was actually only 15 people who were here most of the time. There was a captain and 6 gunners and 5 other people and a couple of others. And these were the people who lived here most of the time. And in the 1700s, it became a domestic residence. But then it was used again in the Second World War. So, it's seen quite a bit of action in its time.
And the fact that it was actually built in the 1500s, still there was very much a case of it was modern technology. So it's built with Portland stone, and as Josh says, the walls were exceptionally thick, but it was also had rounded towers, which were unusual in those days, and that was to deflect the cannons from ships.
Deflect the cannonballs, yeah. It's quite impressive, really. This is the view from Portland Castle, and it's quite impressive. It's a beautifully clear day today, so you've got a great view, and there's a sister castle over there, which was paired with Portland Castle at one point to provide defence across the bay. There's also a 5-kilometre long breakwater there, which is where the Royal Navy used to shelter a lot of their ships. And then here we've got 2 floating bits of concrete, and these were apparently designed to be part of a floating harbour for the D-Day landings on the north coast of France, but they never made it across the channel. And since then they've just been sitting there.
They're absolutely enormous, aren't they? For
Massive,
floating
great
bits
big
of
things.
concrete.
Yeah, massive things
Huge.
they are. We've walked from Portesham, which is where we're camped, 2 miles pretty much uphill all the way, a little bit down in the middle, but uphill most of the way, to this. This is the Hardy Monument. And Roger and I were talking about it on the way here, and we both said, it must be to do with Thomas Hardy, the author who wrote an awful lot of books around here. Nothing to do with Thomas Hardy at all. This is actually Sir Thomas Masterman Hardy, who was Vice Admiral and captain of the HMS Victory at the Battle of Trafalgar. And he is famous because in his dying days, or in his dying moments, Nelson said to him, "Kiss me, Hardy," and he lay and died in Thomas Hardy's arms. And Thomas Hardy was born in a little village called Little Breedy, just over there. And this is the area that he's very famous for, and this is the monument in his name. So nothing to do with Thomas Hardy, the author, at all.
And spectacular views, or they are meant to be spectacular views.
It does say on a clear day you can see the Isle of White Needles, but I'm not sure we're going to see those today.
Can't even see the coast at the moment.
No, but it is beautiful around here. I mean, it's just lovely rolling countryside. Cold, but beautiful.
Yes, when I woke up this morning, I had a look at my phone, and it said it felt like -9.
It said
And
it was
we
1
thought-
degree, feels like -9, didn't it?
And we thought, really? That is quite chilly. But we thought we needed to get out. It doesn't feel, it's cold, but it's not -9
No, it
cold.
doesn't feel like -9 cold at all. So one interesting thing about this is meant to actually look a bit like a telescope or a spyglass. And that's the shape that it was designed and built in, because it's meant to remind you of the fact that Thomas Hardy spent his time on boats with a telescope, presumably looking out for other ships. So we are in the King's Arms, which is about a third of a mile away from the campsite. It's on the way back from our walk up to the Hardy Monument. And we're going to have some lunch here, and I've got liver with new potatoes and green beans, which looks absolutely delicious. And lots of liver here as well, which is good.
And it's gluten-free and lactose-free.
Gluten-free and lactose-free, which is always good.
And I've gone for the chili con carne with potato wedges.
It both looks very nice.
It does. Yeah.
I'm quite hungry as well now, having been up there. I'm always hungry though, I don't really know why I'm surprised at that.
It's rather warmer in here than it is outside. I have to say.
Definitely. So this is where we're staying. This is Portesham Dairy Farm campsite. We're assuming it used to be an old farm with cows and things like that, but it's not anymore. And we are going to show you what we think is quite a clever idea, which is a whole load of vending machines that are in the entrance here. And it means that basically there's no need for anybody to man a shop or anything like that. And these vending machines have all kinds of things in them.
Yeah, it's a really nice campsite, actually.
It is a
isn't
really nice campsite. It's very quiet.
They've got a large dog exercise area.
Yeah, they have. They've got a whole field of dog stuff. And they've got fresh milk vending machine. They've got a coffee machine and tea machine.
So you can have either a milkshake, whatever size or cup you want, or you could have a milkshake. I don't know whether you've actually... Oh, no, you don't have to provide your own cups. But as Jill says, you've then got... You can buy a bottle if you want to.
For your milk. They've all got sauces in there, cheeses in there, and then they've got things like brownies and things like that, Cokes, cereals, and they've got ice cream at this end, and also fresh orange juice machine as well, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
So, and all of it works on cards, so you don't need any cash. It's
Yeah,
very
very
clever.
good.
Yeah, very clever. We think this campsite has a really good idea. So the night before we arrived, they emailed me to tell me what our pitch number would be. And they basically said, you don't have to come into reception if you don't want to, because they've got number plate recognition. So I told them what our number plate was. Number plate recognition, and it recognises your number. The bollards go down and you drive in onto the pitch that you've been given, which you really can't complain about. And it's very, very simple, very easy. And it does mean there's not lots of people queuing at reception all the time as well.
No. It's a very interesting campsite because obviously a lot of people basically stay here or have their caravans, camper vans, whatever it might be here 365 days a year. So there are a lot of caravans and camper vans here at the moment, although I think there's about 3 people staying
Yeah, there's
here,
not
I
many
reckon.
people here at the moment.
But
But
again,
it's a very nice, very peaceful, very tranquil campsite.
It is. Not huge numbers of loos, I have to say.
But the ones that are here are lovely. The
Yes.
showers and things are very, very nice.
They are.
So it's a lovely time of year to come because there's nobody else around, which is always good.
No, it is very good.